Hey guys, so happy vlogmas or bookmas day 1 for me. Well, day 2 technically, because the first one was December 1st. But I'm reading the 12 Days of Christmas, and I read for a couple, like about an hour at a coffee shop. I didn't get any footage of it. I totally forgot to get footage of it. But I got to page like 48, I think. And it's okay so far. It's a little boring to me. It's just not my favorite so far. It's just kind of like, the dates are interesting, I guess, but it's more just like boring to me. Like, I don't know, like the characters all seem over the top and it doesn't seem realistic, and it seems like the author was trying to make it compelling, but it's just coming off as trying too hard. Like, I don't know, like I would pick up another book by this author. I definitely would. I don't think this one's for me. Again, I'm only 48 pages into it. I'm only at the second date. Well, I'm about to start the third one. So it's not like I'm very far into it, but based off first impressions, I'm not really enjoying it that much. It's a fun read, but it's just not my thing so far. Sorry, that's the microwave going off. I'm about to make hot chocolate. But I wanted to show you my bookmark. I will link it down below. I don't know if the same bookmark is still in her shop, but it's by Emily Cromwell Designs. She has an Etsy, but she also has her own website. Her Instagram is Emily Cromwell Designs. Here it is, if you can see that. Yeah, but I love her stuff. It's so like festive, and she has things for everything, but I just love this one. And she has tons of different like colorful and just fun little childlike wonder bookmarks and stickers, and I think she has magnetic bookmarks, but I could be wrong. But I just love her stuff so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading this, and I will let you know when I'm about halfway done with it, or if something changes and I change my opinion over it. But right now I've just been kind of putting it off, and I have to upload this video in 2 days, and I'm only 40 pages in because I just don't like it that much. It's just not good to me. So yeah, I'm gonna go read it and drink my hot chocolate, and then I'll get back with you when I made more progress. Okay, I wanted to share my little chocolate haul I got. By chocolate haul, I mean I got 2 things that were chocolatey. But the first thing, I don't have a picture of it, but it's in this mug. It's hot chocolate. It's from Favorite Day. It's the Target brand of like food that's not good and gather. And I also got that. It's the dark chocolate because that was the vegan one. And then I also got the Candy Cane Crunch dark chocolate squares. They come in a little package that looks like this. It's just a little gold package, but I didn't look up if they were fair trade, and I can't find any information over at Favorite Day if it's fair trade. But considering it doesn't say it's fair trade, I don't think it is. So I will not be rebuying this because sometimes when I'm in the stores, I will buy things and just forget to look if they're fair trade or like sustainably like made, and I just totally overlooked it because I was like, oh my gosh, chocolate for the holidays. So I just bought it, but I'm gonna look more into it. So if you know if Favorite Day, the Target brand of like their sweets, it's that, if it's fair trade or not, please let me know, because I don't want to keep buying it if it's not, but I just can't find any information over it. So yeah. Okay, so let's open up our day 6. I have the Good and Gather holiday coffee countdown, and there you go. Holiday nog. I've been waiting for this one. I've been wanting to get this one. It just seems so good, like holiday nog. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this one. Yay. Okay, so let's taste test this. This is the holiday nog from Good and Gather from Target. I just have it in this little checkerboard mug. All my Christmas mugs are dirty right now. So let's do a taste test. It tastes a lot like oat nog, which is what I drink. The coffee taste is not very there. It actually tastes more like oat nog. I put a little bit of creamer in it to make it more sweet and just like creamier. But the coffee taste is very faint and the oat nog is actually really there. Like it really tastes like it. It kind of tastes like this latte I had from this local cafe I went to recently. You have just oat nog, ice, and espresso. And this is kind of what it tastes like, but less espresso from it. So, but it's really good. I like it. I just wish the coffee tastes were more present than what it is, but it still tastes really good. So I'm really excited for this one. My favorite one so far has been the vanilla one, but I didn't show that one, but it was a vanilla one. And that one was my favorite. Oh, I'm lying. The first day was my favorite, the caramel one. The caramel macchiato one was my favorite. And then the vanilla one. I really like the sweet flavors. Sorry for this mess. I just woke up, but I'm going to be finishing the 12 Dates of Christmas. I am on page 298 out of 345. And so far it's gotten a lot better. It started out kind of boring and over the top. Like some of them were just written like over the top and just didn't act like actual human beings. They kind of acted like they were written for like a really bad movie. And what I usually say is I like Hallmark movies. I mean, I like Hallmark stories. But I don't like Hallmark movies because of the acting in it. It's different. Like when you watch a Hallmark movie, sometimes the acting is really bad. But in books, you don't have that acting. You just have words on paper. And you can kind of like picture the acting in your head. But this one has the acting of a Hallmark movie, of a bad one. And that's why I just don't really like it, because it just seems very fake. And kind of like, I don't know, I didn't like the beginning. But it's slowly gotten better. The characters have gotten better over the entire story, but it's still kind of over the top sometimes, and it just seems kind of unrealistic. And I would rather have good acting in a book than bad acting. But something about it is that there's this character in it, and it's like, so there's gonna be a reveal about him later, but I don't know what the reveal is, and it seems kind of like I kind of can guess it, but I don't really know if it's true. But I'm kind of worried about that one because I don't really like him. I think I know how the story ends, and I don't really like it. It doesn't make much sense, like it does, but I don't really like it because it just is stupid, I guess. Like, I can't really say much about it because it would be a spoiler for the ending, which I don't even know if it is a spoiler for the ending. But I feel like that's where it's headed. I kind of knew that like at the very beginning. So it was kind of like, why did they have to tell this entire story when I could have guessed it in the beginning? Like, why couldn't you tell these people's story instead of the entire premise of the book? It's a pretty good book. I would read another one of her books by Jenny Bayliss. Like, I would, but I don't think I would. Like, I could, but would I? Like, I wouldn't hate her book, her other books, but I kind of want to read A December to Remember. I think that's by Jenny Bayliss. Okay, I'm so sorry for the lighting. Ooh, it's very bright. Okay, sorry for the lighting. I know there's a window behind me, but whatever. Okay, so I finished the 12 Dates of Christmas, and it was pretty good. I give it about a 3-star, 2.75, something like, maybe 3 star, yeah. The ending was predictable. I predicted it from the very beginning, as soon as we met the characters. The guy that I talked about, that was like the secret reveal, it was different than what I thought. So at least that part wasn't predictable. But I knew who she ended up with from basically the get-go. It was a nice read. I don't think I would really want to reread it. I'm going to keep it because it's a Christmas book and I would like to have it on display. But I don't think I'll ever reread it. It wasn't really a book that's just my cup of tea. It was over the top and a little bit dramatic and just kind of, like I said, predictable. And I know romances are supposed to be predictable, but this one was a little bit too predictable for the premise, I guess. I can't say much about it because it would be a spoiler, but we all know who she ends up with. And while reading the first like half of the book, I thought there's no way they're gonna make this good. Like, she's gonna make this good. There's no way it's gonna come out to be a reasonable explanation for the ending. But there was a nice one. It was a good ending. But other than it being just a simple romance, a little holiday romance that brought me joy, there's not much to it. It's more cozy than, there's not a lot of like trauma dumping and stuff. There are some deeper topics, but nothing too big, I guess. It's just like a little like comforting romance, I guess. So I guess that is good if you don't want to dive into the whole like Christmas losing family and everything like that usually happens. This one's a lot more comforting and a lot more chill than regular ones, but I still didn't like it as much as I've liked the other ones. I think I do enjoy the trauma dumping and working through your traumas and all that stuff, but it was nice and cozy. But like I said, I wouldn't pick it up again, even though it was nice. It took me 6 days to read it, and it's only like 350 pages. It's 350 pages with, I'm gonna keep it for the recipes though. There are recipes in it that were found throughout the story that she makes, because she bakes cookies and like bakes goods for a cafe sometimes, like as a little side hustle. Not really a side hustle, more as like a favor to her friend. But yeah, so she just goes on 12 different dates with 12 different men leading up to Christmas, and most of them are kind of subpar. Like, I didn't like a lot of the dates. They were kind of cringe, I guess. Like, not, the dates themselves weren't cringe, but the writing of the date was kind of cringe. Like, it just wasn't really doing it for me. Like in one of the first ones, the guy, like, they go to like this cooking class, and this is basically what happens. He's like, no, why did I leave her? No. And it's just like, no one does that. Like, no one's that over the top. And it just seemed kind of like trying to be cool, but it wasn't. So it was off-putting, honestly. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my reenactment of that. And I'm not exaggerating when I'm like, he lifted his hands up and he threw them and banged his hands on the table. It was just like so over the top and annoying, and I just cannot get that scene out of my head because it was so bad. And there's another one that was kind of like that near the end. It was the one near the end was a little bit more reasonable, but the first, like this, it was like the second date was just like, well, this is a little crazy. But yeah, that scene brought it down a lot. Like, both of those scenes brought it down quite a bit in star rating because it was just so, it just wasn't good. Okay, well anyway, so thank you for watching this vlog. Leave a snowflake emoji down below for the little snowflakes on here if you made it this far into the video, and comment what book you're currently reading, because I love getting recommendations, or even just tell me if you don't like the book you're reading and you want to DNF it, or you're just like trudging through it. So yeah, I'll see you for the next video when I read another cozy fantasy book. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you later.